Today, I'm going to break down the Capital One Venture X credit card and how you can turn your everyday spending into cheap and sometimes even free travel. I'm Kevin. This is my digital retirement, and this is where I talk about anything and everything related to retirement. And I want to talk about credit cards today, specifically the Capital One Venture X. Now, there are a ton of credit cards out there that have miles, points, or cashback rewards programs. And there are lots of combinations of cards that people use. They use one card for this kind of spending, another card for the other kind of spending. But what I'm going to focus on is my simple one card strategy of using the Venture X for all of my spend. So let's jump in. This is a premium credit card that carries a $395 annual fee. But if you travel just one time in the year, it will almost eliminate that annual fee, and I'll talk about how that works. So there is a very attractive welcome bonus of 75,000 miles. That's where it's at currently. When you spend $4,000 in the first 3 months, you'll get a 75,000 mile bonus added to your account, and that's in the equivalent of $750 at a minimum. We'll talk about how that can be increased significantly a little bit later in the video. With this card, you also receive a 10,000 mile anniversary bonus. So every year after the first year, you receive 10,000 miles on the anniversary date of opening the card. So that's another $100 minimum equivalence value for those miles that you receive. Another cool bonus here that you receive is a $120 statement credit for TSA PreCheck or Global Entry. So all you have to do is use the Venture X card when you pay for the enrollment fee for either TSA PreCheck or Global Entry, and then you'll receive the statement credit on your bill to offset that. One of the primary reasons that I look at this as a simple one card solution to my spending is due to the earning categories. I mentioned before, a lot of credit cards have different categories. They rotate, sometimes quarterly, supermarket spend, hotels, rental cars, one quarter. The next quarter, it might be ride share like Uber or Lyft, and entertainment, and they rotate. So you're always having to know which categories you can spend on for that quarter for that particular card. With the Venture X, let me break this down for you. You get 10x miles for any hotel or rental car that you book through the travel portal. You receive 5x miles for any airfare that you book through the travel portal. And then for everything else, it's 2x. So you get 2 times the miles for every dollar that you spend on any category, no limitations, and you can get unlimited miles on this card. There's no cap. So this is a very flexible card, and why I look at it as a no-brainer. I don't have to keep track of categories on rotation with the quarter to know when I spend on what. So I put everything on this card, and I don't have to think about those different categories of spend. This only works if you can pay your bill off in full every month. If you can't do that, then this whole system does not work. Let's talk about these miles. So there's a lot of flexibility in how you can use these. You can use them in the Capital One travel portal directly. And so if, for example, you have 75,000 miles, that's equivalent to $750 that you can put towards travel in the portal, whether it be airfare, rental cars, hotels. But Capital One has over 15 travel partners that they work with, like airlines and hotels, that you can transfer points to. When you have a trip that you want to take on a particular airline, you can transfer your miles from Capital One to that airline or to that hotel, and oftentimes receive more than a 1-for-1. Sometimes it's 2-for-1, 3-for-1. Sometimes they offer 20% bonuses. You can receive more by transferring to partners than you get in using it through the travel portal itself. One of the coolest things I love about this card is access to Capital One travel lounges and Priority Pass lounges. The Capital One lounges are in Dallas-Fort Worth, Denver, and Washington Dulles. But there are new lounges coming in New York, both at LaGuardia and JFK. There's another one coming in Las Vegas. And in these lounges, this allows you to look forward to your time in the airport rather than dreading it, which is usually the case. You're dreading sitting in that gate with all of the people waiting for their flight and eating overpriced airport food. With this, you can arrive up to 3 hours early, show your Venture X card, and you get into the lounge with you and up to 2 guests. And that allows you to have a quiet space with lots of food choices and lots of drinks, both alcoholic and non-alcoholic. You have relaxation rooms, you have clean restrooms, you have rooms that you can work out in, Peloton rooms and yoga rooms. Some of them have showers. So this is a space where you can come in and really relax and prepare for your vacation and start it on the right foot. And you're not stressing out by the experience that you usually have in the airport. Now, there are only currently that small number of lounges in the US that I shared with you, but you also receive a Priority Pass lounge membership. There are over 1,300 lounges in this network of Priority Pass lounges. So wherever you're traveling around the world, it's almost a given that you're going to have a Priority Pass lounge that you will have access to, even though there's not a Capital One lounge there. So this is a great benefit. You just have to have a boarding pass for the day that you're there, and you can enter the lounge and be there 3 hours before your flight. There's a pretty good list of other benefits. I'm just going to run through here and tick them off. You have trip cancellation and interruption insurance. You have trip delay reimbursement. You have lost luggage reimbursement, primary rental car insurance, travel accident insurance, cell phone protection. So if you pay for your cell phone bill with your Venture X, then you can get up to $800 per claim. If you have damage or problems with your phone, this could be a great added benefit. Free additional authorized users. This is huge. A lot of premium credit cards charge you an annual fee to put additional authorized users on the account and to give them their own cards. With the Venture X, you can put up to 4 authorized users on the card, and there is no charge for that. There is a luxury hotel collection through Capital One that has perks like room upgrades, daily breakfast, late checkout. You have roadside assistance. So if you're traveling, if you have a flat, if you need to be towed, if you're locked out during travel, they will cover that. You have access to exclusive events through Capital One Entertainment. So concerts, comedy, you name it. Lots of events that you can choose from in the travel portal. And then ultimately, you can track your spending. You can set travel notifications, manage your card all together on the go through the app. And that makes this card extremely flexible in how you can use it and how you can manage it. Finally, I just want to call out that you have no foreign transaction fees. So as you're traveling around the world, there will be no fees as you swipe that credit card or tap and use that card to pay for anything while you're outside of the United States. A lot of credit cards do carry transaction fees, so those can add up. You have 24/7 travel assistance through the Capital One team via toll-free number. So anything you need, 24/7, 365 days a year, they're there to help. There is a price match guarantee, so there is reimbursement if you find a better deal on something that you've booked after you've booked it through the travel portal. I believe that the Capital One Venture X is a great one-card travel solution. So if you're interested in this card, there is a link in the description that you can follow to get more information and apply. And I do receive a small bonus from Capital One when you do that, and I would appreciate it if you did. So if you have any questions, drop them down in the comments, and we'll see you next time.